We've got some big players in here today. And they're in here, of course, Willis, because we had the Bonaire Best on Ground today.
And congratulations to
Patrick Dangerfield,
who won the Bonaire Best on Ground. Only just. It come down to the last round, and very, very close it was.
It's the only time we get the Wolf involved in one of these, because he's obviously had an engagement nearby and drifted in. But nice to see you, Gaz.
I tell you why I'm here.
Why?
Because I've been stuck to this man next to me, your co-host.
You have?
Since about 9 yesterday.
Any joy in that?
Had a 3-hour break to do your radio show and then came back and rejoined himself to my side.
Yes.
I went to bed, had to tuck him into bed.
Parody last night, we were together.
4 hours on a bus, and then I woke up and there he was. In fact, he was sleeping in, Jim.
And guess how I got woken up this morning, Jim? Oh, big maintenance man here, walking around in his long PJs.
Jim's mowing.
Yeah, Gazza, with a blower, blowing the leaves away from his footpath that was right out the front of my window.
Waking you up.
That's what I do.
It's like, mate, with a blower. I look out and I go, they must have a maintenance Jim's here doing Jim's mowing.
I do all the maintenance.
And there's Dopey.
Wednesday morning is blowing day.
And then he's at the pool with the net getting a couple of leads. I'm going, you're a flog.
Damien Barrett's also here, newsbreaker extraordinaire. Hello, Purple.
Hello, JB, Gaz and Bill. Who won the worst on ground, Bill?
No, we don't go there, Purple.
Don't
Not
we?
publicly.
No, I was just going to see
Big
Bill.
name.
No.
Was it?
Real big
It
name.
was a big name.
So you're going to be at the club next year?
Purple. Mick Malthouse has committed to the Carlton Football Club.
Oh.
To use a favourite saying of your famous show, good call, bad call. I've always wanted to say that. Good call, bad call.
Good call, inevitable call. No, look, tell you what, the best way I can put this into some perspective, because I love the Chomp's work, and I heard your voice yesterday
how good
at the
Chomp
press
is.
conference, who was straight into it, and that's what we come to expect from the Chomp. But
That's Tony
Jones,
Jones, by the way, if you're wondering who the Chompers is.
what's going to happen is we will enjoy the theatre around this, and we'll enjoy the Ed versus Mick and all that, but we will forget this once the season starts, as we did with a bloke called Ross Lyon, who this time last year was on our show on the story broke on a Thursday. The Warrior wrapped it up with a bow on it, and it was dramatic and it was great, and we all thought, has he done the wrong thing? And St Kilda people were outraged. He's walked out on us, and poor old Mark Harvey was the sacrificial lamb, and they done the right. He had a year to go on his contract. Mark Harvey, he had a year to go.
Yep.
And everyone stood up in arms. Well, lo and behold, right now it's the best thing that the Fremantle Footy Club's ever done, ever, in its short history. So the proof's in the pudding, and that's what Mick's got in front of him. He's got some big challenges, but I suspect at the heart of it all, it's the best thing for Carlton.
No doubt about that. Announced yesterday, of course, and Triple M was at the press conference, of course, Gaz, and we were all waiting for Tony Jones's first question
Chompers.
to see if Mick had mellowed a little bit. Let's see what happened.
First meeting I had with Carlton was last Monday. There were going to be those naysayers that would say that it happened previous to that.
Can you understand there'd be doubts though? I mean, because the timing is social.
Let me say this, Tony. I have no doubt you would have doubt. I mean, I'd be totally surprised that you would not have doubt.
But I'm not going. Well, hang on. Well, first of all, I haven't said I've got doubts, but I'm saying there would be people, which I might be part of, that would have doubt.
Are you part of it?
Oh, it's coincidental, isn't it?
You're part of that doubt.
No, I didn't say that.
Do you believe me, Tony, or not?
I mean, say.
Oh, fine.
That's what he is, the Chompers.
I remember when he tried to answer it himself, Chomp, and he goes, "What?" And he went, hang on, I didn't say that.
Oh, well, I'm going to take a little break here on the Midweek Rub. Lots still to discuss. Bill, Lift, I think you were only just in that segment.
Thank you.
So just a bit more from you, Garry Lyon and the Purple-Headed Warrior next. Now, losers and winners, always first round of the finals. We see 2 teams bow out, we see 6 remain, and another set of games coming up. Talk us through, Gaz, how you saw the first weekend of finals.
Well, sadly for you, the Kangaroos, the biggest losers. 10 finals, 8 they've lost of the 10 by an average margin of 78 points. Sorry, Jim.
Oh, I don't think it's a laughing matter.
What are you laughing for?
Because I just said this at the lunch and he didn't like it. And I've repeated it again.
Well, I don't think you needed to go back there, but clearly you have.
It's not funny. So, what I also said was that sometimes you've got to play in these finals to understand where you're at as a footy club. And had you not played in them, had you finished at 9th and came rattling home and won all those games but not quite got there, you would be sitting here today thinking we're pretty close. You know, we're in pretty good shape. But
The next month's going to be important, Gaz.
yes, and the decisions they make in that next month.
How do you know that, Bill?
It will be. I know me footy.
Why will it?
I'm
Because Gary said that at lunch.
No, but decisions
Go on,
they
Bill.
make now about some of their players,
Listen to
and
this.
some of those players probably aren't up to that, and you've got all the information now in front of you.
So
you
why
make
was the fact that they actually lost important? Because if you know, at least you know. Is that what you're
That's
saying?
right. It could have finished ninth, and
Oh,
it wouldn't
no,
have
you already
known.
said that bit, Bill.
It wouldn't have known. So the information's there in front of you. I like that today when you said
And
that.
what you got,
guess.
and what you do with it.
Yeah, it's up to you and the North Melbourne.
Bill.
I think you're maybe getting carried away. I like it.
Got
I'm
a
going
joke
to
for
go.
us? Oh, yeah, quick tips before
Bill,
we go.
and by the way, I'll give you a joke.
Yes, I need a good one.
Yeah, Bill's on the boundary this Friday
That is a sizable one.
Why aren't you doing it, Damien?
because he's
Because
that
I'm
big.
not.
Because I'll tell you
'Cause
why.
I'm not.
'Cause he's number 43 most important
That's
man
it.
in the
I didn't know
media.
you were doing it, though.
And they now recognise him on the boundary and chuck stuff at him.
You got a good joke off the top of your head?
I just gave you one.
Come on.
A man walks into a pub and notices Vincent van Gogh, you know, the great
Yes.
artist, sitting there having a frothy.
Yes.
And he said, "Hey, Vince, do you want a pint?" Vince says, "No, mate, I've got one ear.
Oh, no.
I've got one ear."
Yes, Bill, because he cut his other ear on.
He did.
That's it, Bill. Oh, no. Well,
Plastic.
We're going to leave Hig to roll the plastic. But,
What-
boys,
what would Chopper say? I've got none here.
Gary Lyon, that was Chopper.
thanks, boys. Well done. Hig, roll the music.
Doesn't get any better.
Bill's left the studio already.